All right, hey everybody. We are here with an afternoon game with your buddy Bad Robot, and far to my east is
Outpost number 31.
Oh,
and far to my east, the British Blaster.
it's
Dinsdale for the defense.
Yeah, I have to say to everyone, I've just been booted out, so I'm not in there anymore.
Ah.
Oh, hang on, I'm
Oh.
getting back in. I'm going back in.
Yeah.
It's alright. I'm just having one of those days today. That's all. I have to say to everyone, anyone that's actually listening to this, that I am actually smurfing. I am smurf. I am completely smurfing in my biggest smurf. Just in case anyone is worried about whether or not I am
Your identity. I am smurfing too, as accused smurf. And I have my high-powered London tank lawyer here to defend me. Dinsdale for the defense. Of all smurfs. Accused smurfs. Infatuated smurfs. Pickup smurfs. Downtrodden smurfs.
incredibly good-looking Smurfs. How about that?
handsome.
Yeah, amazingly good-looking, talented, intelligent, well-spoken, well-dressed of all types. Paradigms of the tank-off lifestyle. Are we a lifestyle now? We should be.
Life choice.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do something just a little different. I just need TT. What's the timestamp you're seeing?
I'm seeing 4:31.
Okay, and OP.
427 right now.
Okay, that's all I need. Thank you very much. Oh man. Oh, we have a bruiser of a crowd here today. Nobody's getting away unscathed in this crowd. Especially me, I'm afraid.
Robot will be hunkered down in front of the red base all afternoon, getting pummeled by multiple tanks. It looks like because we have 7 on the blue team, and there's 5. It's 7 on 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on 5. Yeah, 7 on 5, blue against red right now. Of course, one of those red is Andro. He's worth about 2 blues.
So yeah, we may be okay. Who knows?
Maybe.
It is 3-3. Well, let's what is the lineup like, Outpost 31?
Well, red, as we mentioned, has got Andro, Robot, of course, along with TT and his Dinsdale tank, racking up the kills already, up to 8. Molly is here. Yay, Molly joined
Yay!
us. Welcome, Molly. Hello. And
Really?
Pat, I don't know, Katalki Amon? I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. The level 219 has been around quite a bit. Is that Pharaoh? Formerly Pharaoh?
I have no idea.
It sounds similar, but I don't know. I have a hard time keeping track. I can't keep track of my own names. I don't know how our guest think tank does it. There's many more identities than I do.
It's a large spreadsheet. I have to say, I don't really use many of them anymore. I kind of more or less sticking to them. I'm more or less, the way I normally play the game now is just with a guest account. So I keep logging on as guest it, you know. And then when it disappears, because they always do when your IP changes.
Right.
I muck about on my own a lot, jumping and generally being boring.
Filming. We'll talk more about TT's latest exploits. San Francisco Studios.
Filming, yes. I've got the filming, so certainly. That's possibly came from Outpost actually. He encourages me too much in that respect.
I do. I encourage this kind of behavior. Absolutely. It's a symbiotic relationship. I think. Mutually encouraging each other to do all all these crazy things. On the blue team, which is loaded, we have 7 players. I think there were just 5 on red. Myself, Cockroach. He doesn't say a whole lot, so I don't really know much about that player. Decent enough, mid-40s right now. Still bad robot according to the screen.
Yeah.
Hooks is here. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but I know him very well.
I just call him UX.
Yep. Great flagger.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might even be better more in the open fields of the desert and the riverbank, especially. That's where I first came across him and noticed him was in the riverbank. He was ridiculously fast. Over the hill too. He takes a long way. I don't like not those little hummocks that fast. He would go straight over the big mountains and was so fast. Over is here. M1 Ultra Beast. I'm not sure who that is. And the ubiquitous and mysterious new 220. He was everywhere and nowhere at the same time. We don't know who he is, where he came from, where he's been, what he's up to next, but he's there all the time. Yeah, he's created quite a stir here on Tank Off over the last few weeks. His outstanding play and mysteriousness. I actually went up against him last night. I was smurfing in a level 11 tank. He was in a level 7, both in the T90s, and he destroyed me at will in the beginning. I had 2 little level 0 noobs along with me on the team. It was just him, and he beat us 2-0. But then the next game he won also, but I was able to dispatch of him quite a bit, actually. I ended up with 13 kills, and I couldn't get a flag though. I'm not very good at flagging as it is, and with a little T90, that low level, it was much harder. So I couldn't get away with a flag. I did get 1 flag, and then he promptly followed me and dispatched of me inside the base, and that was it for my flagging. But I was able to hold my own pretty well against him, so I was pretty pleased. So he's human, folks. New 220 is human.
Yeah.
If I can take him on, anybody can. So.
Has he spoken recently?
No, I didn't get a word out of him, but I did get a piece of him, so I'll take that for now. I gave him a big shout out here. Welcome. He hasn't responded yet, so let's see.
Yeah.
So we have, I don't even know what, well, the first game was sort of played. 7-5 was the score. I don't know what happened in the last game. Pay attention. It's 1-0 here early. Blues on top. Made it down to the red base to check out the action there. It's been pretty quiet down here at the blue base, but there's only 5 blues, so there are 5 reds, so it's going to be hard for them to steal away and make an attack. We have 2 guys defending down here, myself and somebody in an Abrams, so it's 3, not 2. It's going to be rather tough to get flags. Of course, when one of our flaggers returns, then we have 2 people at the base, and they're all pretty high level in this game, so it's going to be... Flags are at a premium.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging this T90 thing again. Somebody was mentioning, Andrew, I think, or Fats was mentioning trying out all the tanks again. Andrew was doing his case study on the Tiger and all that, and TT, you actually had a lengthy post, very good analysis of the individual traits of each of the tanks.
I waffled on for it, and basically ended up by saying the Tiger is the sort of a middle of the road tank that doesn't do anything particularly brilliant.
Jack of all trades tank, yeah.
All right, I mean, having said all that, I like playing the Tiger because it's kind of it does a lot of things that all of the other tanks do separately, sort of things, but it does bits of it quite well across the board, you know. So it's quite good at jumping. It's reasonably fast, but not totally fast, you know. So it's kind of middle of the road, and it's a comfortable tank.
Was the Tiger? I mean, was the Tiger the one that? I can't remember. We did speed tests. Big Tank and I each did speed runs testing of the tanks. Was the Tiger the one that accelerates longer, or was that the Abrams?
I think the Tiger accelerates longer, but the Abrams is faster. If I remember right.
Okay, that sounds right. Yeah. So there's the speed thing. It's definitely more adept at climbing. The Abrams is clunky, like trying to drag a tractor trailer up a wall or something. It's not as nimble as Panzer, but it definitely climbs pretty well. It's the favorite tank of Robot. It does do pretty good damage. I played with it a little bit this week. It does do pretty good damage against the Abrams, I found. So that part is good.
I'm kind of getting used to the Panzer now. I never used to like the Panzer. I used to find it awkward and sort of easily killed. But I don't know, I'm warming to it because it's great for jumping.
Oh yeah, its maneuverability is, well, it's hard to maneuver, but it's, once you get it going in a straight line, it's very agile.
Yeah.
I find turning with it is, it's very sensitive, so it turns so fast I have a hard time controlling it. But it's a favorite weapon of Andro. Has used it extremely well here in the military base. That was the thing. It was thought of as a open land type of weapon to go with the desert and the riverbank, where it's basically unstoppable, and not thought of as a close quarters tank of choice here in the military base. But that's been shown to not be true if you have it in the right hands.
I've hardly ever used the Abrams. I've never really. Everyone. There was a stage when everyone used the Abrams. It was like the tank of choice, and all of the flaggers used to use it because it's the fastest, it's the biggest and fastest. But I just never got on with it. I always found it horrible to control. You know, whereas the Tiger, you can sort of nip in and out, forwards and backwards, and change direction easily. I always found the Abrams a bit sort of cumbersome.
I agree. It is tough like that.
Well, you know, I suppose it's each to his own, isn't it? It's what you're used to and what you're more comfortable using.
Right. Well, Robot, how long have you been with the Tiger? Has that always been that way?
Yeah, I mean, I like that best on Tank Off Classic, so I just kind of have always played it and liked it. It's just a fun tank to play. It has a nice balance of everything a tank should have to be fun.
Over's annoying me, I'm going to have to go.
What's that?
It's alright. Over's sitting there doing the bombs away.
Oh.
He just killed me.
Got
a couple new players in here. No Fear to Die and 1961. Joined Blue Team. Strange, I haven't seen Noob 220 score a flag or anything spectacular in this group. So again,
he's trying.
He's trying, but he's human. I'm not doing much down here. Red has 9 flags. I've been the only one down here the whole game. But here comes... now I take it back. New 220 in the T90 scores a flag. That's pretty darn good. And he had... the 219 guy was on his tail. Catlin, Palky, and Amon.
Cataclysm. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, well, Red wins that one. Andrew's bartering for a trade with Uksa. See if that comes to fruition. Well, Andro's out. We just got Andro.
Okay.
Right. We got everybody. Everybody come blue. There you go.
Oh, Ux is
nice.
over here. Okay, good.
Okay.
That trade worked.
Yes.
Ah, nice. TT got that one. Got that flagger. Oh, come on. 220. One shot from kill. Somebody get him. Get him.
Oh, no, leave him alone. Leave that guy alone. Oh, Yuxa got him.
Yeah, good job, Elex. Oh, try to give the flaggers some support here.
Heavy defensive, heavy red invasionary force at the blue base. Oh, they're everywhere.
Doing what we do best.
I am liking this T90 again because, I mean, it's always had that ability to get underneath other tanks, which is good. Oof, just got destroyed there. But now that I've learned how to do a little bit of reverse shooting, I can do the FETS trick, where you get underneath them, you pop them up in the air, and then you shoot them while they're flying around, instead of on the ground where the T90 is a little weaker, a little easier to target, I guess. So I do like that. The crash damage, effective. I mean, I have a fairly high level tank there. Truly smart. Well, I guess it is. It can be pretty effective, so I'm liking that. 2-0 red early on. Lone Wolf has joined the red team. Lone Wolf has really shot up on the levels. He's at 173 already? Wow. He was at level 80 or 90 not too long ago, I recall. Here's 220. What a move. Okay, so he comes in. He barely has any life left. Molly takes him out, but not before he scratches and claws his way up to the edge of the blue base and gets the flag. Molly comes in. I can't put her away. And 220 comes out of the booth here and bam, right away takes out Molly. Could have been off with the go-ahead flag at that point. So a very, very solid move by him. 2-2. Another red attack. Now TT and Andrew, Robot, you guys both do not like to use the reverse shooting. Right?
I can't. It's literally impossible to reverse shoot with a it honestly really doesn't work. It takes about 10 minutes to turn the turret around. It's like a pensioner doing, I don't know, it's painful to watch when I'm doing it. So I never bother. I guess if I just got myself a reasonable mount, I could sort of practice it with a tripod. It's just not feasible.
Gotcha. I've had to make a lot of adjustments. It's taken. I get this. This is Outpost delivered it for my birthday, which was January. So it's been several months now. I've been working on it, and I'm still getting better at it. I haven't mastered it 100%, but it's definitely better. I do find it has a big help. Definitely an advantage. Definitely an advantage. And that helps, again, like I said, with this T90, you pop them up, and if you have the reverse shooting capability, you can kind of twist and turn in the air and fire off a shot or two at a weird angle and get them. Talked before, Think Tank, we've talked before about your patented move, the little shimmy, that little backwards snake S moves that you do. Robots emulated those very well lately.
All it is, that's part of what I was saying on Discord the other day. I've watched a lot of people shooting at another tank, and they just sort of sit there and shoot at each other and trade blows, sort of thing. And you kind of think, well, no, all that's going to happen is the stronger tank's going to win this, you know. So whenever I'm doing it, I always like to try and just keep moving around. Basically, that's the way it started. Whether it's forwards and backwards and side to side and that sort of thing, it just makes it more difficult for them to actually hit you.
Yes.
I think
that's like
I think that's probably why a lot of people accuse me of cheating, because when I'm in a Smurf tank, it's often a relatively low level tank, because I can land more shots than the opponent. They sort of think that somehow I've got a magic power.
You do. You're a magic Smurf. Yeah.
So I get called a lot of names.
Reminds me a lot of Ray Leonard versus. Well, I can take anybody. I can take Durant, but I'll go with Marvin Hagler. Hagler and Leonard back in the 80s. Hagler was a bruiser. He was a good boxer, but he was come right at you type middleweight.
Yeah.
And Leonard, of course, had terrific hand speed and footwork as well. Gold medal winner at Montreal, and this is how he won fights. He used his attributes to his advantage. He could hit. He had a decent punch, but he wasn't known for that. He would beat you because he could land more shots, and not get hit, because he was so adept at avoiding and moving in and striking and then ducking away. And Hagler chased him, and I still to this day I think Hagler won the fight, but I thought he did. But of course Leonard got the decision. He impressed the judges with that stuff, and. It's frustrating, and I could see where people would say, "Oh, that's at lack of anything else, any other explanation. Guy must be cheating."
I get that.
He better cut my eye. He's a cheater. What has he got? Brass knuckles? He can't possibly be beating me. He's running away from me half the time. How could he be beating me? It's not possible.
That's Hulk theory, though. Can't possibly win.
The Hawk theory. Well, since we're on the topic of Hawk, Hawk has come out of the closet all the way apparently today as a complete racist.
Well, complete scumbag.
Something is wrong there. To accuse Andrew, his comments today were totally uncalled for, just terrible. I'm all for him being banned. I don't have a problem. We don't stir up trouble here on the show. But that's ridiculous. You can't tolerate racism at all.
He got himself into a lot of trouble in Tank Cop Classic originally for a similar sort of thing. He sort of sees red a lot, I think. He sort of speaks his mind too much,
Yeah, for me it's a fragile ego that gets him more trouble than anything else. He just can't accept that anybody lower in a number could be better than him in actual ability. Which I believe me, Robot and I have talked about this a lot. I understand that quite well, because that frustrated me for a long time. I was of the same thought pattern that there's no way. When Andrew first showed up, I'm like, there's no way that a level 25 guy could be doing this to me. Has to be cheating. How else could it be? Yeah. But as you play more and you actually smurf and you realize what you can really do, I think Frankenstein mentioned this the other night. Very good point. The difference in the levels is really not what you think it should be, or what it should be. There is no great difference when you level up between tank shield and tank damage and speed and all. There's really not that much of a difference. So, ergo, going back to what you were saying, if you have a tank that's pretty powerful but never misses a shot, well, and you go up against a guy who's really powerful but can't hit the broadside of the ocean, you're gonna lose. And that's what. Go ahead.
Using the boxing analogy, I always get the alley, floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee sort of thing, and that's the way. I guess that's similar to what you were saying before.
Yes, it's the same idea. You have to be frustrated. Leonard frustrated Duran in the second fight. In the first fight, he tried to go toe to toe with Duran, which is what Duran wanted. Duran's a street. He's a tough ass. Excuse my language. Brawler. That was his style. I mean, he was a beast in the lightweight, just a beast, incredible fighter, and that was his style. And Leonard, a little unsure of himself, I guess. Going up against the great Roberto Duran, he hadn't quite made himself who he's going to be. Got caught up in that the first time, and he lost. He got bludgeoned a little bit, 15 rounds. He didn't get knocked out, but he got beat up. And then the second fight, as everybody knows, he danced around and frustrated Duran. Duran just threw up his hands. That was the no mas fight. He was getting beat, but he wasn't getting beat up. He was just, he was dancing around. He couldn't handle that. So he quit. That's a hawk. He pulled a hawk before there was hawk. The racism, that's I believe that's and it's awful too, because Andrew's such a good guy. He really is very mild mannered.
Yeah.
He's young. He's not a kid anymore, but he's still just a young guy.
He's the most impressive person I've ever seen using the reverse shooting thing, and he uses it to actually just look around as he's going forwards. I've seen some of his videos, and they just blow your mind, because the way he turns his turret round and looks behind him as he's going forwards, and then turns back again.
Yeah, I can't drive.
That's always been way impressive to me. I always thought, if I could reverse shoot, well, that's the way I'd love to be able to do it.
It is great to be able to do. I haven't figured out how to drive while shooting. Not really. In a straight line, yes, but when it seems like I slow down quite a bit though while I'm doing it. I don't keep the top speed. But the guys that impressed me, I think KLO, and there's somebody. Oh, what is his name? Spud. I think he was the other guy. Spud or Sputnik or
He used to be
whoever that was.
Yeah.
They would go full speed. They'd pull away from me and shoot me in reverse, and that was impressive to me. And going around a turn, they could still do, they do the whole thing. Andrew too, but I thought KLO and Sput were the best that I've seen at the reverse shooting on the run. Yeah, very frustrating. They shoot. Robot and I have mentioned they shoot better on reverse than we do straight ahead. It's 5-3 here. I guess this is game 4. I kind of lost track. We've just been chatting away. 5-3 blue. Andrew has gone back to red. I guess at some point blue is getting... Oh, now Andrew is back on blue. I'm not sure how that worked.
There we go. The infamous OD minigun.
OD.
Yeah.
His main tank is 250-ish or something.
This is it. Whatever he's in right now, I think.
No, I thought he had a level 200 plus tank.
What does it matter? Oh.
I went chasing somebody. chasing somebody into the great beyond. And I got stuck
Every time.
behind a fence. Seven 4. Blue's holding on. Dix was trying to get away. I don't think he's going to make it. He's got caught up on the fence.
Wow,
That's not a good sign.
I just killed him by crashing into him. That's the first thing.
A one shot?
Yep,
It must have been minigun.
it was. Yeah.
He's crying ouch.
Usually, what happens when I try doing that, it's usually me that gets killed, and they have a scratch or something. They need a plaster.
That was the thing I'm sorry,
I need a complete rebuild.
Last night when I was playing against 220, he one-shotted me several times. In fact, he would kill me, pop out of the base, or I'd spawn someplace. He'd pop out from wherever he was and meet me before I was finished spawning almost, and then one-shot me again. Sort of like, I thought I told you to stay down. But I was able to adjust my timing on the shots, and he wasn't able to do that anymore. I think that bothered him even more. Yeah, so I couldn't inflict the same kind of damage, but I inflicted enough I could pop him up, do a lot of damage, and then finish him off a couple times. Not consistently, but enough where, you know, instead of him killing me 3 times in a row, I could kill him twice and then he'd kill me. So that was, like I said, I was pretty pleased with that. But that's part of it. It's the timing. That's that lag thing that, is that you or Fats mentioned, that this whole perception of cheating, a lot of it really stems from that. Your computer is a little behind theirs, and what you think is a perfectly timed shot is too late. In their world, they already got you.
Yeah, it's something like that. There's computer network something differences.
Yes. So that part is tough, and it might, you know, every tanker is different, so the timing maybe is different. I don't know all the, but that's what it's about.
Bugs here.
Oh, Buggy.
Whole bunch of people. I can't say hi. I can't take my fingers off the keyboard for half a second here. Boy. The blue team would stop attacking.
Just do that. Who won that last game anyway? I guess blue, we held on, right? We
Yeah.
7-4.
Blue by quite a bit.
So Think Tank has been busy at the studio. Son of a Biscuit Studios has been pumping out a lot of productions lately. You want to talk about any of them, Think Tank?
Are you renting out Pinewood yet, or?
Yeah, I kind of like the last the spaghetti western that Outpost did. That was quite cool. I was in it, having said that, so I have a vested interest in that.
Yes, Think Tank helped me out quite a bit on that, quite a bit of insight, and of course his terrific acting job. He played 3 characters in one film, so he's bound to be up for some sort of award for that. Great silly fun. We have, of course, the U-Twat documentary.
I'm thinking of doing a tank off how-to movie next. You know, how to play tank off, that sort of thing. But with a twist. Not too seriously. How not to play tank off. Maybe that's the way to go.
Maybe that's the way to go. Yeah.
Footage of my driving, huh? Oh.
Tank Father, will that be coming to screens? or is that just
I like
idea?
the incredible tank or tank man idea. I've got this idea. I had this idea, folks, listening to this on the on the replay, that you've got the Incredible Hulk that can change from a mild-mannered T90 into a whacking great big angel. You know, and I can do a morphing scene of the two sort of thing. That's the idea behind the whole thing. Whether or not I can actually think of anything else to put in. That's the way it kind of starts with me. I get one idea. It's like I had that idea with the Matrix thing. You know, where you've got the blue pill and the red pill, and that was the whole idea. The fact that in the Matrix there was a blue pill and a red pill, and of course on tank tops there's a red button and a blue button at the start.
Right.
And so that's I just get one little tiny idea, and then you think, oh, yeah. And lots of other little ideas, sort of like with the UTWAC thing. That was just madness. You want to see? I use a program called DaVinci Resolve, whereby it's a bit like Photoshop. You have layers of movie, layers of sound, and you sort of stack them all up on top of each other, so you can have voiceovers and you can have titles and various other things. And the actual timeline to that UTWAC movie was the most complicated thing you'll ever see. it's layers everywhere, you know. It's madness.
Layers. Yeah.
It really was quite difficult to actually put together because there were so many parts to it. There were so many. There's probably about a dozen or 7 or 8 different scenes in the movie, and they all had to sort of staple themselves. I had to staple them together to actually get them to make some sort of coherent sort of sense, if you understand what I mean.
Well worth watching it, staples and all. That's for sure. My favorite part was the theme song.
Did you like that?
The Straubs.
The Straubs from a 1960s British group. I had that in the back, and that was probably the original thought behind the UTWAC movie, because I had this. They did that song about being in a union, and I'm a union. I'm in the union now, and all that sort of stuff. It was all about trade unionism, going on strike and things. But it kind of just fitted the UTWAC thing perfectly, I thought.
Right.
And then I did that Blender animation with the flag flowing behind the
Which
tank.
was, that was terrific. That's not something which I am capable. I can have cigarettes stand on a tank, but I don't know that they can drive with the tank. Work on that.
Yeah, I did a pack of cigarettes in the Gunner's Donuts. I quite like the Gunner's Donuts.
Oh, I love the Gunner's Donuts.
I like. You kind of sit back afterwards, and there's bits of it that I really like, and then other bits you think I could have done that better. But
I liked it so much it made an appearance in the Spaghetti Western. So. Unfortunately, it got blown up, but rides on it. 8-3, red is pounding blue. Andrew was sitting out for a while, so I guess that
Bug's on our side too.
Bug's a good flagger.
Ones.
Yeah, he's a very good flagger.
He knows what he's doing.
Right, so I'll give a shout out to Cobra, who apparently has suffered some sort of injury and put him in the hospital. He's back, according to Nico reports. I must say I don't know how trustworthy Nico reports are, but I certainly want to wish Cobra well if he's out there listening. Hope he's doing all right. We're back out. We have not seen him in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, you'll understand my skepticism after the whole Catwoman debacle. I'm reticent to believe wholeheartedly anything we hear and read on this place, but in this case, I certainly wish Cobra well. Hope he's doing all right and is back soon. He reminds me of Bug. That's why I'm thinking Cobra, because they think they kind of remind me of each other the way they play. They're both really good flaggers, and they like the Abrams. So if you have both of them on the other team, you're in trouble. They will get flags. Speaking of Bug, there he goes. He's got a flag. I'm trying to get about 3 shots on him. But and he is off. There's another Abrams waiting at the base. Who it is, probably Ukta. 7 shots on them, and they're still going to take off. And I run into a crate. Won't be able to finish him off. I'm not a finisher. Some tanks are really good at finishing. They chase, and they can follow all your tanks. Think Tank, as an example, is a very good finisher. Very good at steering and following. Yeah, you're a finisher. You pummel them and then you can finish them off. If you have enough in your tank. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I never seem to finish many flags.
What? No, you finish off the flaggers. You don't get the flags, but you finish off the guys who are carrying the flag very well. Robot is good at that as well. I know Robot will lament his driving skills, but he usually gets. He's riding with a full tank too. That makes a difference. So he doesn't need as many shots as you do. I'm not good at that though. I can't make that complete follow with enough shots to put them away. So again, somebody mentioned it before. You got to know your own style, know your weaknesses, know your strengths. My strength is I'm getting good at just firing a couple of good shots while they're on the base, maybe just off the base, and then let somebody else finish it. Trusting your teammates. I'm not sure who's finishing over here. Over's not doing much. And it's that turn right outside the blue base. That's what throws me off. When you're chasing the path outside the blue base, you make those S-turns going through the overhang and around the crates, and that's where I lose most tanks. Like in that case, Bug took that path, and oops. Somebody else coming now, trying to get through. Right timing. There goes Ukta. 4-1 already red. Boy, oh boy. Not sure. Are these guys all playing? Scored another one, and here comes Bug. They're just taking turns. It's tag team down here.
Yeah.
It's a conveyor belt. One guy steps in, and another guy's right behind him. The back alley. Get ready to flag. Bug captures one. It's 6-1. Now there's 2 Abrams waiting. Who's this? Look, I thought I could just capture the flag. He's back already? Yeah.
Okay. The defense team here, and I'm not talking about me, is absolutely excellent. This red base defense, Lone Wolf, Dinsdale, and whoever else is down here are just destroying the attackers.
The blue base defense, which consists of me, and me, is getting shredded.
Are you in the T90?
I am in the T90. Now some reinforcements. Here comes grid time is here. Another good balance be addressed. Yes, let's see. Yes. Standing on a foot and hold a chair.
Trying to shoot at 2 tanks at the same time, so I split the difference and shoot right between them. That doesn't work.
I usually just shoot in the general direction.
Yeah.
hiding my garage now.
Oh, no.
I'm really not looking forward to it. We've used our garage like a 3D story for the last 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
It's finally come time to actually clear it out. There's been about 4 old television sets on it. Just sort of, it's somewhere to put stuff where you don't have to look at it anymore.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with all the Smurf tanks?
Oh, no, I'll just dust
That's
it
a different
again.
garage?
That's a different
Okay.
This is a garage in real life.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just on my mind because I know I've got to tackle it tomorrow.
Is it going to be a good day out there at least? Weather-wise?
Well, it's only
Doing
like
it?
today, it's chucking down with rain. It's been a very rainy, windy day today.
It's rainy here now.
Is it?
Little on the campsite all day. Getting started not too long ago. It's getting a couple more inches today. Tonight. It's very rainy here.
Yeah. Oh.
10-3 in a close one here. Late touchdown and an extra point would tie it up for the Blue, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get that much offense going. The red defense has stymied them all game. Robot mentioned that. I haven't been down there. Check out the action. I have been pinned to the base the entire day.
I'm on my own at the moment.
Well, you've been doing a great job so far. I'm pretty sure you can handle it.
Hey, this one got away. No fear to die, just escape.
Oh, that's okay.
And he was afraid of dying. Imagine that.
Where? Oh, there he is. I got him. He was one step from death. And I pushed him over the edge. I'm going with the Western theme.
If you're chasing a flagger, it's always that last tiny little bit of shield. You can never get that last shot in, can you?
Oh, that is so
Particularly
annoying.
People like Andro, you put about 300 shots into him on his way back with the flag, and he's clinging on to those last few picks. He just about makes it. You just can't hit him that last once.
Yeah, it regenerates just enough that even if you keep hitting him, it doesn't really matter.
What I can't stand is you pummeled somebody, you put a bunch of shots in them, you're about to finish him off, and then one of your dopey teammates decides to hog him. And they don't hit him, they push you off, you had the shot all lined up, and then the guy gets away. That's what I can't stand. You worked hard for that kill, and they had, I mean, I'll let them take it if they'll do it, but it seems a lot of times they don't actually finish it, they're just getting away, and neither one of you puts them away. And you gotta trust your teammates. That's why the teamwork thing is important to me.
Oh, yeah, I just barely got him.
Alright, so a lonely little T-90 has found the flag somehow. Easing down Fury Road, hopping like a rabbit.
Going the back route there.
Going the back route. Not a care in the world, not a tank in sight, but not fast enough to get it done. Darn it. That's the problem. That's the problem with me and the T-90. I'm just not fast enough.
That's my big problem with flagging is I'll get the flag finally, I'll get away, I'll be doing all these great moves, and then the other guy scores it and I'm left sitting there going, All that work.
All that for nothing. It's 3-0. Red already. So Red's been dominating this other games.
Oh, we got somebody new.
Who that?
Whoa!
Oh, Wow is here. Yeah, I've been hearing little panzer. Look at you, my pretty.
Ah,
You're a little panzer too.
I'm melting.
Tell you that. I think tanks been riding on the panzer too, huh? Oh, that was. Did I just get you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was you.
Yes, he was.
See, your moves are unrecognizable in the Panzer. You don't quite have the thing. Yeah, I didn't know that was you. You were jumping and bouncing. You're usually not a jumper and a bouncer. You just sort of slide.
Graceful.
Panzer doesn't. Yeah, the Panzer doesn't slide. The Panzer bounces naturally. Yeah.
I'm using the Panzer more and more. I'm getting to like it. It's still a bit too weak for me. I'm still getting
Yeah, there's that.
See, my whole problem with chasing is I'm trying to accelerate to get behind the person.
Yeah.
The one I'm chasing, they've got the advantage of knowing exactly what turn they're going to take.
Yeah.
And they've got that slightly less speed. They can do that.
See, there's a classic example of what Think Tank was talking about. He was surrounded by, just outside the red base, surrounded by several other tanks, and I was a couple, 100 meters away at the spawning ground, and he found me through that mess and put me away.
Oh.
That's the little. Those are things I appreciate, you know. Like, it frustrates the hell out of me, but I appreciate it. You know?
It's the little things, yeah.
It's the little things, yes. But it's satisfying when you do it, though. It's very satisfying.
It can be very satisfying. I always remember the revenge on a bad robot.
Oh.
2 or 3 times ago.
And
He got me good. Did just before I was being, I actually got a flag very nearly back, and he got me right on the face. So I plotted, and I got my revenge. He said something like, "Oh, I bet that felt good."
That was in a commentary game, wasn't it? Yeah, I should I should find that. I need to go through some of these and do a best hits or something.
Greatest hits.
Yeah.
Greatest hits.
Oh boy.
If I tried to make a highlight, tape like that, it wouldn't last very long.
Oh, I'm sure it would.
A lot of dead space.
Oh, come on. I hit, and I'm the one that gets bounced up into the air. I'm the one that looks like a beach ball.
Oblong, awkward beach ball.
Yeah, exactly. Boy, the attacks are just relentless.
And
routine.
Oh yeah, grid time is good. He's a good flagger. He also plays defense. He's becoming but he's a good all-around player. He's not just about flags.
Yeah. Yeah, he
chases me down. He does everything. very good team player. I got him. Wow. Wow.
Alright.
Okay, Ultimate Beast. Ultra Beast. Ultra Beast. Why are they taking off with the flag?
Oh, yeah. I got bounced. Bounced back.
Mild-mannered T90 making his way down with the flag again.
And killed by the robot.
Killed by that big meanie in the Abrams.
Yeah. Robot. Oh. Dinsdale, TT, you got him. And who's that?
And
Andrew.
comes in straight away.
Andrew, could he tie it up? We're way behind on the kills. But
Yeah.
it'll look good. And he does. Alright.
Looks better. Okay. Yeah, Andrew's definitely the flagger on that blue team. Cataclysm. Why?
What happened to his fuel tank? Did he leave?
Oh no, he did. Oh.
I was going to say, because he must have been an equal amount of flags.
Oh yeah.
Like a train together.
Okay, Andrew left.
Oh brother. There goes my bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
Let's see if yeah, see if anyone comes in.
I have to go red. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 shots to kill those guys. That's not bad.
you should have seen us trying to kill. It was two of us shooting on one tank.
Oh, there's third time.
Right.
In fact, WoW's joined the blue forces.
Yes. Okay, we've got all sorts of people coming in.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, this is another one.
What's that?
Put him away. Or did I? No, something happened. Our team must have scored. I'm catching up, slowly. I'm gonna figure out this game eventually. Just give me some time. Give me a little time.
Never too late to have a happy tanker.
Yeah.
You kind of get used to it, don't you? You get better at it without really knowing you're getting better at it. I was thinking the other day, there's things like the jump that you do where you come out of the blue base and you drive up the wall and onto that pitched roof alongside the blue base that everyone uses as a getaway. But that jump, when it was first done, it was so hard to do. I always remember thinking I had to practice it over and over again to try and I kept killing myself at the top of the wall. Now it's almost second nature to do that.
Right.
It's so sort of run of the mill every day. And it's just things like that. You get used to stuff quickly and you don't really realise how. I always wonder what it would be like playing yourself, I don't know, 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Knowing what you know now.
Yep. I recently, well, within the last 5 years, have been able to play tennis again. I couldn't play. I played a lot when I was younger. I couldn't play for. Well, I played, but I had so many problems moving for the last 30 years. I couldn't really play very much from about 30 to 55, and then I've been fortunate enough to regain quite a bit of movement ability, and now I'm back playing all the time, and I think I'm a lot better than I ever was. But it would be interesting to go back and play what I did as a youth, how I played as a youth, and just to see. But same thing. I've accumulated a lot more. I've always watched the game, and studied it, thought about it, even though I wasn't playing it. And now when I do play, I bring that sort of maturity to the approach. And yeah, so technique on shots is a bigger thing than outright power or anything else. So I could see that.
Yeah.
Get better at it.
Do you play golf?
I have. I'm not very good at it. It's very expensive, so kind of discourages me from going out there. Mrs. Outpost is not really interested in golf either, so
golf is one game that I used to be reasonably good at. And I haven't played for a long time, and fairly recently I had a round in school. And
oh, cool.
It was atrocious. Yeah, I've seen stuff. I guess it's getting old, isn't it? Golf, you have to be quite supple at it, particularly the swing and everything else.
Yes.
You get a little bit older, it just gets challenging.
Well, stretching definitely helps. The flexibility in your back is the biggest thing. My dad always used to say, besides son of a biscuit, he would say things like, golf is the most humbling game. Golf is the most humbling game. So, that's very true. You make one great shot or a good shot, and then the next three are, what the heck was that? So it is a very frustrating game, very humbling. But I like it because it's outdoors. I like it outdoors. And it's,
who was it that said golf spoils a good walk? It was
Palmer, I think.
Was it?
Robin Williams. Robin Williams' take on golf is hilarious. Have you ever seen that?
Oh yeah, I was just about to mention that.
Oh, you take a golf on the course and you back away, and then you take 18 shots and you put it in a little hole? What are you kidding me? And then you do it again? Oh, yeah. That's pretty much golf.
A very expensive walk.
Now you're in the country of origin, so do you guys have better access? Are your courses a little cheaper? Are there more public courses?
There's a few public courses around. It's all the gear you buy.
That's true.
These days I don't have any clubs. I just go and rent them.
Right.
It's a bigger problem. I'm left-handed. There are fewer of those around.
Oh, really? I'm both. I'm naturally right-handed, but I learned how to play a little bit left-handed just because I've always done everything both ways, but it comes in handy too as a golfer. If you're stuck behind a tree and you're on the wrong side, you can't do it right-handed.
Golf and cricket are the only two things that I play left-handed. Everything else I do is right-handed.
Huh. That's interesting. Well, no, baseball players, a lot of guys they throw right, but they bat left. That's not that unusual. I prefer batting lefty, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm more natural right-handed. I had a neighbor who was left-handed. He was a semi-professional tennis player, and he was so good. And he would carve me up when we'd play because he had that lefty thing. There's a lefty. My brother-in-law and I talk about this all the time. there's a lefty hook or a slice or a curve to everything lefties do that righties they can't emulate that. I don't know what it is, but there's something to it. And my neighbor, he had that, and it was so tough to play him. He would hook shots out left, way wide. He was, yeah. So it's a good thing, I think, to be a lefty in anything, any sport. I think there's an advantage. It's hard for fighters to fight lefties. It's unorthodox to them. They're so used to the righties.
Is that southpaw?
Yes, southpaws are lefties. Yep. Yeah. So I always like that.
Well, I'll meet you out in the lobby.
All right. Well, I guess we're done then.
I'm out of time here. I can't do another game.
All right. I'll meet you in the lobby. Digress from there.
Yeah.
I didn't say goodbye.
Everyone will figure it out.
I'll go back and say goodbye for us.
Okay. Wow.
I'm just leaving a message.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The lobby. I can't get out of the lobby because I'll disconnect, as mentioned before. TT, I don't know if that's the same problem for you. If you quit the game, if we'll lose your connection on Discord, so we'll hold off.
No, I don't know. I mean, I had that big problem with the headphones, and it was just...
Yeah.
It was hilarious from my end because I was trying to balance 2 pairs of headphones. But which I've actually figured out now. I unplugged them and plugged them into a different socket, and it's been fine ever since. So
there you go. You went to the robot school of engineering.
Oh boy.
Figured it out.
Switch it off and switch it on again. That's what I said.
Oh, that works every time. Just like the IT crowd.
Do you get that over there? The IT crowd?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we do. That's a great show. Another great British comedy show.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well, those are great games. Tons of fun talking to you, TT.
No,
great stuff.
It's been good. I always find it so difficult. I don't know how you chaps do it. Every time you come out, you always think of something to say, and it always seems to flow, and it always seems to... You talk about the right stuff, and I'm sitting there thinking, I can't think of anything to say. and then you're concentrating on someone trying to shoot you, and you'll try, maybe get a flag or something like that. And you completely forget about the fact that you should be saying anything at all. I think it's a certain skill that I don't possess.
Oh, I thought you were fine. So
yeah,
we're happy you could join us today. We really appreciate that.
Oh, it's been good.
It is great.
You tried to get rid of me by giving me the wrong time.
So it's 4.
I thought I'll come early. I know what I'll do. I'll come early and I'll be prepared and everything else. And I stuck my head into Tankoff, and I thought everyone's there in a minimum 25 room. What's going on? And then I went to Discord and I saw that you had the line open, so I joined.
Well, that's good. We're glad that it worked out.
So,
yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
You actually started at 9:30, I guess.
So are your 4 hours different? Do you guys do daylight savings and everything, or no?
It does. There's British summer time and Greenwich Mean Time, and it does change throughout the island. What it is. I mean, at the moment it's what are we? Just 5 to 11, nearly.
Okay, yeah, I have 5 of 7 here, 7 of 7. So you're 5
hours.
of 11. So it's 4 hours right now. But does that change? Like, because we'll go back to daylight time or savings time in November.
Our clocks go forwards and back. I don't know why they don't just leave them alone. Cause I think it's a throwback to the war, isn't it? To keep the farmers farming longer or something. I don't know. But
it's a conspiracy.
It's annoying because at certain times of the year you sort of lose an hour's sleep and things like this simply because I don't know why they do it these days.
Yeah.
But yeah,
exactly.
An artifact.
I thought, I really thought I'd got here early as well.
Wow.
I can believe
All right,
it.
well, we'll
great.
double check next time. We'll make sure that we got everybody on the same
Ooh,
page.
just thought I better stop my recording. I'm still recording, I think.
Yeah.